have decided to start drawing. Yesterday, after Lerato and I spent some time outside, I had this giant rush of anxiety just fill my body, and none of the practices that I usually rely on, none of the things that I do felt accessible to me. And we just got the idea to get all the pencil crayons out, all the pens out, get the paper out, and just draw. We spent hours just drawing whatever. I drew a comic strip that now when I look at it was really me drawing the cycle of my anxiety, and Lerato even called it a meditation. The comic strip was a meditation. I just drew that comic strip, and afterwards I was like, what did I just do? Me, a comic? What is this, And it made me feel better. I'm not a creative person. What am I doing? And then after that, we spent the rest of the evening just talking about creativity and what it is, what we've been taught it is, and how our idea of creativity is so different from what it actually is. The past few months, I've just been feeling more and more creative. Every day I wake up and there's this giant burst of creative energy that I have that just wants to make things, that just wants to paint or design something on Illustrator, or take photos, videos, even YouTube. This is an expression of that. So I've just had this burst of that energy, and it feels so different in my body, because all my life I've told myself that I'm not a creative person, I'm not good at drawing, I'm not good at music, dancing, all of these things, so therefore I'm not creative. My talents lie in logic and being rational and writing more factual pieces, and I studied law. So I've just built this entire story around my creativity since I was young, and now I'm literally feeling this aliveness and this drive to make things, to create, to speak, to verbalize, to draw, all of these different expressions that just want to be brought out into the world. And it's making me curious, who is this creative girl? I know my rational side, I know my logical side, I understand how I make decisions, I understand how I speak and how I move through the world. But now I'm being introduced to this creative side of me, and it's how does she make decisions? How does she move in the world? How does she express herself? And I'm really excited to be on this journey and to learn from this part of me that hasn't really been given much of a voice, much room to express herself. I'm really excited to see what she is here to offer, and what her gifts are. And I'm just feeling really called to get a sketchbook, just draw whatever comes up, whatever's on my mind, whatever I'm experiencing. I love this. I feel like I am stepping into my creative era. We have a self-portrait. It's about 4 days to the new year, to 2024. And I sort of have no idea what I'm going to be doing in the next year. I have no resolutions, sort of no intentions, no goals really. And it is a really funky thing to be navigating, because usually at this time of the year, I have some sort of idea as to how I want to approach the coming year. I have goals, I've set intentions, vision boards, all of that stuff. And this year I have none of that. And I don't think it's because I don't have ambition, or I don't have, dreams or things that I want to speak into existence next year. But I think it's more so because I'm enjoying, truly enjoying where I am right now and what this year has been for me. And throughout this year, I've really, really learned to tap into my creativity and my curiosity and let myself be led and guided by them, and it just feels really good to be here, so much so that like I don't feel that like need to like escape or change or like rush into the next year, but I'm just sort of allowing the next year to be what it is, and I'm enjoying savoring the last few moments of this year. Today I got all dolled up and dressed up. It is Friday, which is Venus Day. So I just wanted to like tap into like my inner Venus. I wanted to bring all that like sensual Venusian energy to life, because I was like, okay, this is the day I want to gain some sort of clarity on the next year. So I'm going to like dress up and really be in like this sensual, fiery, passionate energy, and map out the year ahead. But as I started like dressing up and getting into myself and stuff, I was also like taking photos. I was like, wait a minute, I think this is actually turning into an ode to 2023. I think this is actually becoming like a whole session of immense gratitude to myself and who I was this year. So I took a whole bunch of photos and I danced and I put on some music, and it just became like a whole self-celebration party instead of like a goal setting, intention setting for 2023 party. And like this entire experience was so fun for me, and I really got to just be with myself and be like, oh my word, like 2023, I was here, I existed, I danced, I created, I sang, I cried, I did so much stuff. I grew right here in this body, and this is the vessel that carried me. You know, it wasn't the 2024 Refilwe who carried me. It was the Refilwe that I am every single day, the person that I'm with every single day, that carried me and supported me right through this year. I guess that just got me thinking about how usually at the end of the year, there is so much like pressure to make resolutions, to have goals for the next year, to be ambitious, and the focus is on how we can change ourselves, how we can improve and just, you know, elevate who we are and fix ourselves. And that just doesn't feel really true to me right now. It doesn't feel true to how I want to enter 2024. I really want to enter 2024 with like a whole bunch of celebration and love for myself, the same celebration and love that I'm feeling right now. I don't want to enter 2024 thinking that like there are parts of me that I must fix and things that I should work on, because my body like does so much to support me every single day. Like every cell that exists here is here to keep me alive, and I just want to sit in that gratitude right now. I want to sit in that gratitude for the rest of 2023. And 2024 will come, and when it does, I will show up with this body, with this like container and home of mine, and I will carry on supporting myself. So I guess I'm like recording all of this to just tell myself that it's okay that I don't have all of these goals, and I don't have like everything that I'm doing in 2024 set up, and I don't have a mood board and all of these things. And also tell you that like if this is where you find yourself, like it is okay to not know what you want to do in the next year. It is perfectly okay to just like be here and to look back on the previous year with like gratitude, and not like, oh my word, I did this and this year and like these are the things that I need to change, but rather like these are the ways that I grew, and these are the things that I enjoyed about my life and my human experience in the year that we call 2023.